In this tutorial, we will talk about plasma. We will define what plasma is. We will present experiment that the student can do with a plasma ball, and will provide an explanation of how lightning is formed. So plasma is known as the fourth state of matter alongside solids, liquids, and gases. It is the most abundant form of matter in the universe. Aurora happen when plasma fall from the sun. Solar wind hits Earth's atmosphere. The sun and stars are giant balls of plasma. Lightning is caused by plasma in the air formed when electric charges build up and suddenly discharge. So how does plasma work? It can be explained using the plasma ball. The plasma ball was invented by Nikola Tesla. It is a transparent glass of sphere filled with a mixture of noble gases with a high voltage alternating electrode on the order of kilovolt at its center. So this is the glass sphere. The mixture of noble gases is inside, and we have the Tesla coil or the electrode at the center, and we have the voltage circuit in this at the bottom here. So when powered, plasma filaments extend from the electrode to the glass, creating colorful glowing light beams. So how does it work? So the glass sphere is almost at 0 volt, like the air around it. So this one. So a high voltage applied to the central electrode ionizes the gas inside, and this ionization creates electrical discharges between the electrode and the sphere walls. So if the voltage is high enough to exceed the gas breakdown voltage, an electric arc forms, and the color of the spark depends on the type of gas of the mixture used. So the arc, the electric arc is like the color of that one depends on what is the mixture of the gas. It can be neon, argon, xenon, mixture of those krypton. So the first experiment that we can try out is to plug the plasma ball and ask a student to touch it. They might be scared, but that is normal. It is our duty as facilitator to ensure them that it is safe to touch the ball. So they should observe that the filaments actually move toward the hand, as illustrated in this photo. So why is that? The high voltage ionizes the gas inside the ball, and this makes it conduct electricity. High frequency allows current to pass through the glass via capacitive coupling. So high electrons, negative charges, get accumulated at the surface of the ball, and we know that electrons are attracted to the neutral Earth. That means that when we touch the ball, we create an easier path for the electron to flow through our body than to the ground. Now if we run an additional experiment using a fluorescent bulb that is not plugged to any socket at all, just a fluorescent bulb, the task is to bring this tube near the plasma ball and observe what happens. From what we understand so far from previously of the previous experiment, the plasma generates an electromagnetic field from oscillating electrons. So inside the fluorescent tube, there are mercury atoms, and these electrons created by the plasma can excite the mercury atom inside the tube. Once the atoms get excited, they start to emit UV light, which in turn get absorbed by the phosphor coating of the tube. When the phosphor coating absorbs UV light, it will emit visible light, and that is the light we see here. Now we can ask the student to place their hands at different locations of the tube and observe how much of the fluorescent tube actually lights up and what does it mean. So if they touch it somewhere here, some part of the tube will not light up, and this is something similar to what we had before. There is just no electricity passing through that because if this one is touching at this position and then we touch the tube at this position, the electron will go to the ground at this position, so it won't pass through the other region of the tube anymore. So now we have an understanding of what a plasma is, how does it form, and how does it work. We can also understand the formation of lightning, and can be explained that thunderstorm clouds build up large positive and negative charges. So when the electric field is strong enough, the air becomes ionized, and that forms a plasma channel that conducts electricity and creates the lightning that we see in the sky. So that's the end of this tutorial. Thank you for your attention.